Legal dictation number 85. Be ready. Start. Before adverting to the discussion on various issues that have been raised in these petitions, it would be apposite to first understand the structure of the Aadhaar Act and how it operates, having regard to various provisions contained therein. UIDAI was established in the year 2009 by an administrative order, that is, by resolution of the Government of India, wide notification dated January 28, 2009. The object of the establishment of the said authority was primarily to lay down policies to implement the unique identification scheme of the government, by which residents of India were to be provided unique identity number. The aim was to serve this as proof of identity which is unique in nature, as each individual will have only one identity with no chance of duplication. Another objective was that this number could be used for identification of beneficiaries for transfer of benefits, subsidies, services and other purposes. This was the primary reason, with to ensure correct identification of targeted beneficiaries for delivery of various subsidies, benefits, services, grants, wages and other social benefits schemes which are funded from the Consolidated Fund of India. It was felt that the identification of real and genuine beneficiaries had become a challenge for the government. In the writ petition number 494 of 2012 and connected matters, it was becoming difficult to ensure that the subsidies, benefits and services reach to intended beneficiaries. As per the government, failure to establish identity was proving to be major hindrance for the successful implementation of the welfare programs, and it was hitting hard the marginalized section of the society, and in particular women, children, senior citizens, persons with disabilities, migrant, unskilled and organized workers and nomadic tribes. After the establishment of the authority, wide the aforesaid notification, it started enrolling the residents of this country under the UIS. These residents also started using Aadhaar number allotted to them. It was found that over a period of time, the use of Aadhaar number had increased manifold. This necessitated ensuring security of the information contained in Aadhaar number as well as the information that generated as a result of the use of Aadhaar numbers. It was thus felt desirable to back the system with a parliamentary enactment, as all these three kinds of welfare measures are sought to be extended to the marginalized section of society. A collective reading thereof would show that the purpose is to expand the coverage of all kinds of aid, support, utility or assistance which may be extended with the support of the Consolidated Fund of India, with the objective of targeted delivery. It is also clear that various schemes which can be contemplated by the aforesaid provisions relate to vulnerable and weaker section of the society. Whether the social justice scheme would involve a subsidy or a benefit or a service is merely a matter of the nature and extent of assistance and would depend upon the economic capacity of the state. Even where the state subsidizes in part, the objective of emancipation of the poor remains the goal.